So welcome back to the Florida Chamber's Bottom Line. I'm Tony Carvajal, the Executive Vice President of the Florida Chamber Foundation, and joining me again today is Chancellor Madeline Pumariega. Chancellor, I appreciate everything you do for the Florida college system and your leadership. We're going to continue the conversation we just had. You just laid out the plans for what the college system is, what student success is all about, but I want to turn our attention to business success and community success. You play a big part of that, and I want to ask you a few questions about that. I've heard you and the Higher Education Coordinating Council throw out this term called attainment and how Florida is trying to reach a 55 by 2025 goal. Tell me a little bit about more of what that means. So if this is the first time I hear it, what do I need to know about attainment?
So the most important thing you need to know about attainment from two perspectives. One, if you're a business thinking about coming to Florida, they know attainment, because they want to know the adults in a community that are 25 and older, how many of them have a post-secondary credential. That means, do they have a certificate, do they have an associate's, or do they have a bachelor's or beyond? That begins to give a business an idea of what their talent pipeline looks like and what their talent pool looks like. So attainment to a business that's looking to come to Florida or to grow in Florida is really important. For Floridians, attainment's really important for us because right now we know that the jobs that are being produced, about 64% of them require a post-secondary credential. And we have 47% of Floridians that hold that credential. There's your gap. And so in some communities that might be a little higher, in others it's lower. So when the Higher Education Coordinating Council set that goal, 2025, 55%, I think we'll go to 60%, because every piece of data says to us that every job that's being created needs beyond high school. And so I think it's an important goal for Florida. Like the 2030 report, it looks for the future and it builds today. How are we going to advance and make good policies and good investments that accelerate completion? And that means working with our K-12 partners and our tech centers and colleges on high quality certificate programs. It's our colleges developing seamless pathways and our universities coming together with our transfer students and building those top world-class programs that we're going to need to grow Florida and to grow all of Florida.
So this is about making sure that we've got the capital to grow the next generation of economy and building it right off of talent. So I think the colleges do a great job of understanding the immediate needs, responding to the student needs, the business needs. You've got a vision for the future. This state has got a vision for that attainment. I just really want to applaud you and the college system, but I do want to remind you one of the things that we've been thinking about is you're the first option, the second option, and the third option we're relying, because you provide that workforce need. You meet our immediate community needs in delivering things. So I know you've got a lot on your shoulders. So anything that you would tell the business community to make sure that you're more successful and every college in the state college system is more successful?
That we're here, and I think that we're ready to listen. We're ready to put together programs that we need to consider. How do we look at internships, paid internships? How do we create meaningful, real-life experiences for students? Because that begins to address the whole student, not only the academic skills that they need, the business skills, but also those soft skills that we so often hear about. And that's where we're partners in the work together. But we work for you, and we want to produce the right graduate and the right employee for you and the right leader. And so we're partners in this.
So there's a lot on your shoulders, and I know the state is relying on that for today and for tomorrow. How can we help you? What can we do for you today?
So I think what you're doing, you've put together the Jobs 2030 report to give us good evidence-based data. You're a partner with us in our convenings and talking to our colleges. You're talking to business leaders. I think you are at the forefront of understanding what businesses need, and just the fact that you know our colleges are ready helps us, because you point business leaders to us and say, here, we've got this college that can help you do that. So I think being thoughtful partners, being practical partners, and having great data that champions what I think we're all trying to do, which is create the brightest future for Florida that we possibly can. And that's how we do it. We get a talent and we attract businesses, and we just have a lot of sunshine because we do the right things at the right time.
And you have brought the state to where it is in some of its prominence. The communities have done so much. Businesses reaching out to you are going to make a big difference into the future. Looking forward to working with you well into the future. So each of you who are listening today, you know now, reach out, engage with your local colleges, make sure that they know what you need, and we're looking forward to you being a big part of not only student but community success into the future. For another edition of the Florida Chamber's Bottom Line, I'm Tony Carvajal. Thank you for joining us today.